Hey there, hotshot. Look, I won't beat around the topiary. The sentients are massing in the Vale. Zero doubt it's a tickle before the slap. Invasion, mate. I've been set up with a relay, don't ask me how. You've been recruited. Tell you why when you get here. And if you've got anything you've been meaning to say to someone, maybe say it now.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Frosty, and before we begin, I want you guys to push the like button if you like the video, and also subscribe if you're not subscribed, because if you don't, I'm going to mount the subscribe button on your mouth, so whenever you speak, it's going to be subscribing every time. So yeah, if you don't do that, I'm going to do something really bad to your mouth. Put the subscribe button, and also do that so that you can support the channel, so that it can grow, and you can have fun making more videos with this. So yeah, let's get started. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Scarlet Spear gameplay. In the last video, I spoke about the story, what it added to the new war, and the questions that it raised. So today we're just going to be talking about, well, just the gameplay. So I jotted down a few notes and let's get to it. So a disclaimer here, the railjack missions, I don't know why they're not working properly on my version of the game, because every time I get into the railjack, no one is joining my matches. Even on the ground assault, no one is joining, so I can't do that by myself basically. So yeah, until I really dive deep into the railjack stuff, I'm not going to talk about that in detail. I did try to do it by myself, but it didn't work out. So yeah, we're going to be talking about the ground assaults mainly for now. Now, looking at the endless mission, it's basically a new endless mission where these pods drop down. You have to destroy, then put the beacon, kill sentients and all that, and rinse and repeat until, well, you're tired basically. I think you have to do 3 of them before the extraction point is available for you to use. So it's just like, it's kind of like survival, where after 5 minutes you can extract whenever you want, or when you're about to die, or when you're just tired of the mission. So is this a good thing? Well, since it's straightforward and there's not much needed to get into it, well, it's new content that is available for everyone, so that's a good thing. Where it's a bad thing is basically that it's not adding anything new to the game, like super new. This is more of a lore update than gameplay, and I love lore, I love story a lot in games, but ever since I started playing Warframe, I started to value the notion that gameplay is important. The loop has to keep me engaged. So now that I have that mindset attached to the love of story, I feel like for endgame, this is not it. It's not a bad direction per se, but it's not something that they can well sell to us as endgame. It's something new, something fun, sure, but it's not really valid endgame, because, well, it's basically kind of just like a survival mission with new twists, like you have to destroy something, kill sentients. Yeah, basically it's just another endless mission. And in order to access this stuff, you need to go to the relay, right? So when you get to the relay, you can choose between going to the ground assault or the railjack missions, or you can update your arsenal. Maybe you don't want to go back to your ship and update your arsenal, but you can do that on this Scarlet Spear relay. And you can also configure your railjack. So with that, it's straightforward, it's really good, and I haven't really checked out the stuff that you can buy with the Scarlet Spear points or whatever, because I don't have enough to even think of buying anything, because most of them are ranging at around like the thousands. So until I get there, I'm not gonna talk about it. So yeah, that's it for the relay. The next thing is that the enemies. So you'll be happy and disappointed to know that with the enemies on the ground, especially ground assault, they're like 25 level and above. So when you start off the first 2, or let's just say first 3 drops, the enemies are going to be fairly easy. Something like that's getting to introduce you into the game, or into the mission, sorry. So that is going to be basically what the level is going to feel like. At least it felt like that for me. It got me into the mission. I could just one shot most of the enemies, so that I could just get a grasp of what's going on. I hope that's not going to last. I hope maybe they can have multiple locations, just like with the railjack. When they introduced it, it's got its own navigation where you can choose missions that are lower level if you want to do that, or higher level. they should find a way to implement something like that, because, well, level 25, it sounds like it's very high, but it's really not. Like, I accidentally entered a mission with the wrong build, a build meant for health and shield, right? And most of the, like, all of the enemies basically in that mission for Scarlet Spear, they're all armor based enemies, but I was still one-shotting them, so that felt like I was just, blindly scraping through the mission. So they need to find a way to change that. They really do. They should maybe introduce more higher level missions and also work on the AI. I'm just gonna say work on the AI because the community has already bashed DE on this, so I'm not gonna be part of that, because I think they already heard us. If they want to change that, they will change that. If they don't want to, then yeah, that's up to them. So the enemies do scale. I remember after doing the third one, the enemies were now at levels 35, around there. So yeah, with that, it made it a bit easy for me to like start to get engaged in the game per se. I don't know if I should say engaged, but yeah, I kind of got engaged as I was going, as the enemies got difficult. It felt like the tension was rising a bit. Yeah, so the next thing we're going to be talking about now is this a loop that we can get into? So I think I already hinted to this and said that this loop is not something that I'm particularly excited for. It's cool. It feels nice to have something new. It's basically, okay, for example, we all love chicken and we all love pork. Me eating chicken after 2 months doesn't mean it's new. It just feels good that I'm now tasting it. But it's not new. It's just another piece of food. So that's basically, I don't know why my analogy is like that, but yeah, that's basically how it feels with this new update with the gameplay. Sure, the whole uploading the codes and whatnot, that is cool on paper and sometimes in practice, but alright, I'm back. I got lost a bit, so I'll edit that out. So yeah, so I was saying that the game loop that they created, it can get boring very, very quick, considering that all that we're just doing is basically an endless mission, where most of the stuff that we're doing, we keep rinsing and repeating. If you go for like 10 runs, you already get tired. So at least the enemies are scaling, and well, since I haven't played much of the Railjack stuff, until I do, we'll see how those two things interconnect. But basically, my thoughts on the stuff is that, yeah, it's cool, it's fun, the concept is cool, and like a story person, like I said, it adds a lot to the lore and to what's going on, especially with the new war stuff. So that's cool. So if you also want to watch the other video where I basically talk about the lore side, the story side, the cinematic, you can click the video that's showing up at the top. So with all that said, well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys, just subscribe to the channel, like the video, and go check out the other videos. Quite fun stuff out there, so you can go check it out. That's Frosty, and I'm out.